What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today I am going to do a radiator swap on a 3.4 2002 Toyota Tacoma. Got a plastic radiator in there, probably the original from 2002, but I'm gonna do a LuxRad aluminum radiator swap on this truck. So I've had problems with the stock radiator. It's probably all gunked up with mud from off-roading, but I've had the top hose blow off of it, and with it doing that, it took the clamp ring that goes around that holds it together, it took it off with it. So when I was up in Hurricane Creek, the thing blew off. It kind of overheated and blew off again. So I've got some boo-boo rigged zip ties and a pipe clamp and electrical tape, and it's just crazy. It's a mess. So I ordered a LuxRad aluminum radiator specifically for this truck. I got 2 gallons of, it's not Toyota, but it's red. It's the Asian vehicle. It's made for Toyota, Lexus, and Scion. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the front skid plate. I've got bolts that you can maybe see in here. I don't know. There's a bolt up there. A lot of people say take the whole grill off because it's easier, but I don't have a bumper, so I ain't worried about it. I got this bolt, I got this bolt, and then there's another one back up in there that I've got to take off. And also I've got bolts on this fan shroud. This is going to have to come off. There's a bolt here, a bolt down there, and the same thing on the other side. And I can actually just push the fan shroud out to get the radiator out. I don't have to completely take the fan shroud out. A lot of people say that's the best way to do it and it's the easiest, but as long as I get the skid plate off, get all these bolts out, drain the radiator, undo the hoses from the radiator. They're brand new. Well, they're not that old. They're not brand new, but they're not that old. So I didn't get new hoses. Do all that and put the other one in, fill it up, run this thing, let the bubbles come out, burp it, and should be good to go. I do know that I have to, when I fill it up, run the heater on high, full blast, while it gets up to temp, and yeah, hopefully that'll be it. It's a pretty easy project, so I'm gonna get to it. Alright, so take the skid plate off. I'm supposed to have 3 12mm bolts right here. I only have these 2 middle ones. I need to get some new skid plates. This thing's kind of warped up. And then there's one right here and one right here. And if I take these 4 bolts out, I'll drop this, push it back, then I'll have access to everything at the bottom of the radiator. Okay, so there's 2 more bolts up in these holes that I totally missed. I don't know how I've had this thing off before. So what I'll do is grab an extension. So I got the skid plate off, step 1. Now what I've got, I'm putting a bucket underneath right here. You can see that there's a drain plug, this one here. And you don't want to open it all the way, but you turn it just like you would a screw, and you get that leaking a little bit. And let that drain into that bucket. In the meantime, it should be cool enough. It's been sitting. Take that off and it'll help it drain. So I've got to snap off all these zip ties, remove this upper hose, remove this lower hose, and then the automatic transmission lines are right there. They have to be removed too, so I'm gonna get on that while this thing's draining. Keep in mind when you take the transmission lines off that they are going to spew some transmission. The best thing that I've found to do is just kind of point them straight up so gravity takes control, and you will probably have to put a little bit more transmission fluid in after you do this. Just check your levels and make sure. So that bottom bolt that was down there is a lot easier to get at from underneath. I don't know if you can see, but it was basically right here, which you can go up under and get to it. So I'm just going to push this thing back onto the fan, just lean it back like that, take out the 4 radiator bolts, and I'm going to pull that thing out, slap the new one in there, get everything hooked back up in reverse order. Don't forget that this has to come off for your overflow, so you just take that right there off and then just push that over to the side, get those 4 bolts out, and you should be ready to pull it out. So basically what I'm going to work with on these 4 radiator mount bolts, I've got 2 extensions. It's probably excessive. I could probably have just went with this one, and I also have my extended 12 millimeter, so that should be good enough to get those out. Alright, so basically that was getting the radiator out. This is my AC condenser. I've got the 2 buckets down there. I was able to finagle this enough to get over the brackets. Hey kitty cat. Over the brackets and stuff down here at the bottom. But I mean, you can see how nasty this thing is. Off-roading takes a toll on some vehicles. So I'm gonna slide this bad boy in and get it bolted up and fill it up, get it running, get it up to temperature. I don't need this anymore, so let me get on that. So in the process of trying to put the new radiator in there, I ended up just taking the fan shroud out. It's just got 2 clips. It's a 2-piece shroud. There's 2 clips on each side. If you're watching this and you know anything about these trucks, you were probably saying to yourself, you should probably take that out. So now I got it out, I'm going to go ahead and put the new radiator in. So the idiots sent the wrong radiator after I've got my radiator out. Truck's tore apart, buckets are under there from catch cans, and it's the wrong damn radiator. So now I got to deal with a return policy and trying to get another one. So I guess my truck's going to be down for who knows how long. So that'll wrap up this video. Maybe I can make a better one when I get the right radiator.